All right, everyone. Sorry for the delay there. We're just a few minutes late as we get started. Um, Thank you for tuning in and tuning in live with us. This channel is called Close Up Top Shot. I'm Stephen Cameron. I'm the host of Close Up Magic, an Orlando Magic podcast, and I'm also a diehard Top Shot collector. And so, with all that being said, I started this channel maybe a month ago, and I just rip packs with friends. And now and then, I don't take it super serious. That's why I'm not pushing it hard for a lot of followers. But with iRacer, our team captain being my friend of mine, we thought we'd use this platform as a place to speak to the people. Let Andrew have face-to-face time with PAX and Pinstripe members. So without me blabbling so much more, I'm just going to get Andrew up here and we're just going to start chopping it up, get into this, and shortly, in maybe another 5-10 minutes, we're going to get in some trivia that has some really cool moments to give away. So without further ado, Andrew, our fearless leader, iRacer. Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man, this is fun. I'm psyched that I randomly started this channel a few months ago to just literally rip packs with you and Jay and some of the other guys in our Twitter group, and now we're able to use it to talk to packs and Pinstripes and whatnot, and kind of have it as a little bit of a platform. And if this goes well, maybe we'll keep doing this. Andrew, I just want to say, man, like, first off, congratulations on becoming captain. And so far, like, I feel like we've been pretty active for like a week now or so with giveaways, and they've been great with various degrees of giveaways and different activations on how to win the giveaway. I know you got merch coming down the pipeline and some in real life events and stuff like that. And so, like, just congratulations to you. And I know we recently have a new co-captain that has started. I'll let you talk more about that, but just hats off to you. Yeah, man. So congrats. I guess my first question, and really this will just kind of like be an opening for you to say whatever you want, but what are the plans for Pack and Pinstripes? Like, tell us what's going on with that and where we're going and kind of where we're at.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thanks again for having me. I made a small cameo in one of your shows a few weeks ago, but this is my first like formal appearance. But yeah, no, I think we're off to a pretty decent start. We're just trying to balance the best way to reward our long diehard Magic fans that are already on Top Shot and finding new community members to bring us in. So all of us captains from all the teams are finding the way to best do that. We actually just had a meeting today about a couple hours ago, just talking about some current events that we all have coming up and stuff. But
it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, what is this, like day 10 or 11 of the giveaways? I think they've been pretty well received so far.
Have they? I haven't won anything yet, Andrew. I'm a little sad I haven't won anything, and now I'm excluded from today's. And there's some really good giveaways. So I mean, I'm just kidding. They've been fantastic. And I mean, wait, how many rares have we been giving out already? You've given out a legendary. I mean, there's been rookie moments that have been giving away. All of them like amazing Magic moments, and like it's crazy. It's crazy the amount that we've already given out, and I think that's rad.
Yeah, I think that Dapper was extremely generous with giving all of us 15K for the first 2 months, and obviously the market for these moments isn't in the best place, but that's good for us, right? Because we can get some cooler things and hand them out to the people that want them the most. So we're still working on that. I just got the reward for draft day, so I'll
cool.
And announce that we're giving away a Jalen Suggs holo on draft night next week. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for that yet. Draft day is also going to be our first sort of unofficial IRL meetup for collectors in Packs and Pinstripes. So obviously those people will be eligible, but I will also make the people that can't make it, most people won't, they'll be eligible to win it as well. So more details to come on that. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen whoever's here, we have a Google form up for the draft party RSVP. So if you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and check it out. I think we can get a link sent in the comments here. But I think we already have about 10 confirmed coming and 5 or 6 maybes. So we're going to have at least 11 or 12 people there because myself, I obviously didn't RSVP, but I will be going. So yeah, that'll be a nice little get together. Should be fun. And yeah, we'll see how that goes, what people like from the event. I've got a few things that we'll try out there. And then, yeah, if it's well received, then, that will be what we kind of do for the regular season and the whole future going forward.
That's great. That's great. I'm excited to learn, even though I can't participate in this event because for the people who might not be familiar with me, I live in California. I grew up in Orlando. Even though I can't participate in this one, I know that in real life events are the way to connect with TopShot people. Since I'm in the Bay, I'm also a set holder of the Warriors and not as active in that group, but active enough to participate when I can. And a few weeks ago, they had an in real life event watch party at Chase Center for round 2, game 4. And it was great. Like I went by myself. I was allowed to bring a +1, but I didn't. And, just getting to meet like just other collectors that are just as psyched on players and moments and talking about the market and different moments you like and how you got into TopShot is so much different in person than it is through Discord or Twitter, which I appreciate as well, but it's a different experience. So I very much look forward to hearing the report on how the draft party goes. Cause I mean, not only like first meetup event for packs and pinstripes, but also for such an exciting time for the Magic with the first overall pick. That's going to be so much fun for you guys, and jealous I'm not there. My goal is to come to a in real life event sometime this season and be with the Packs and Pinstripes crew. I come back to Florida a couple times a year anyways. So if I can line it up with an event, that would be ideal. Before we get into the trivia, I want you to talk us a little bit more about the new co-captain. How did he join? He just started, I think, yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
What's that kind of process like? And how does that relationship with you and him work with us going forward?
Yeah, so Pud2 in Discord, aka something Bala on TopShot. I believe he's number 3 on the Magic leaderboard, so he's got a really nice collection. He's local. I think he's from Sanford or something like that, so super close by.
Oh, cool.
He's basically going to be my right-hand man. So obviously we're going to be, in sync on basically everything that we do. But like if I need help with giveaways or something, I can't do it one day, then he can step in and do it for me. I believe he will be at the draft party next week, so that'll be the first time that I get to meet him in person.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's pretty new. He doesn't have a very large Twitter following, so he hasn't been that active on social media. Yeah, so but I've talked with him enough, and I trust that he's the right guy for the job, and yeah, I'm excited to meet him next week.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's been pretty active in the Discord recently, and just like so helpful for newer people that are asking questions and giving tips on easy ways to build TopShot score. It's been a blast having him become more active in recent times, which has been really helpful. Before we get into the trivia, I do want to ask, let's just, before we get into this, let's bring Jay up. Jay is he runs Orlando Magic Player History, which is an awesome account on Instagram and Twitter, constantly just throwing the coolest stats out there about Orlando Magic. Jay, welcome to the show. How you doing, man?
Yeah, good, boys. Checking in from Australia. How you going?
Yeah, it's great. It's great to have you, man. What time is it in Australia right now?
We're going 10:15 in the morning here, so not too early. That's good.
Nice. Fully caffeinated, I imagine, already at this time. So, okay, before we get into the trivia, guys, I just want to get your perspective on the draft real quick. Let's spend just a couple minutes on this. We're a week out, just about. Who are you going for with the first pick right now? Jay, let's kick it off to you.
Look, I had been. It's so hard. It changes all the time. I see the positives and minuses of all of them. I'd love to make sure the chat's awake here, guys. You throw us your selections in the chat while we're talking here. I was Team Chet for a long time. I thought, he had the highest ceiling. That rim protection. He's got the 3-point shot. He's got good handles for a big guy. Jabari is definitely growing on me. The more I've watched of him closer to the draft, I really liked his interview that he did when he came in for his workout. He said some good things there, which, he's well coached because his dad played in the league. So, he's obviously going to say the right things. I wouldn't be upset with Paolo either, but, if a week ago, I probably was Chet. Gun to my head today, I maybe take Jabari, but it's going to be really interesting. Andrew, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. Jabari's interview was pretty well received by the entire Magic community. I'm going to wait until we get Paolo's interviews and Chet's interviews because they're going to be working out with the team soon. But I think if I had to pick right now, I would say Chet. I think he's got the highest ceiling. Obviously, probably comes with the highest risk out of those three guys. But yeah, that's what I'm going with. Obviously, the relationship with Suggs is a nice added bonus. But I'm Team Chet right now.
It's interesting how we've got what is it, Jabari and Chuma from Auburn, and we've got Chet and Suggs from Gonzaga there.
Wendell Carter and Paolo
from Duke. So yeah, no matter who we get, there should be some good chemistry with the Rook.
And I am Team Paolo. If you listen to the podcast at all, that's what I hammer all the time. People are probably annoyed with it, but I am Team Paolo to the grave, and that's probably not going to change. Though I'll be happy with any of them, but that's just like sort of where I stand as Paolo's got a large gap until Jabari or Chet, which Jabari and Chet flip every other minute for me between which one I would prefer after Paolo.
It's going to be so exciting to see because, there's so much that could happen. And at this stage, if you believe the odds and everything, if you really wanted Paolo, you could probably get something out of OKC and take him number 2, So it's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
A comment in the chat said someone said to trade and go for Victor in 23 to Wanyama. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Here's the thing for 2023. We
I don't know
next season. Yes, Victor. I can't remember his last name.
Wanyama or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I have no idea what's going on.
That draft looks really good, but I think the thing to keep in mind is we're not going to be bad enough. If we have just average team health and we don't have catastrophic injuries and we don't have the most players out in league wide for COVID, the margin of games missed due to injury and COVID last year for the Magic compared to any other team, I think was at least 100 something games. Don't quote me exactly on the names of the games missed, but it was a significant margin between us and the next worst team. So even if we just have average league health, we're going to be better than the last, unless we get lucky with the jump up to the top couple of picks. But anyways.
Rob's comment in the chat is on point. So even if we had the worst record in the league, or even if we traded our number 1 pick this year for whichever team has the number 1 worst record in the league next year, we still have to get lucky. It's still only a 14% chance of getting.
No one's trading that pick.
No.
Yeah. So
trade that pick.
It's everything would have to fall amazingly well, and maybe you just take what's in front of you.
Yes,
sir. See how it all plays out.
Well, all right, guys, let's get to some trivia. Let's give away some moments. Let's have some fun here. I feel like the listener, the watchers, the viewers right now are going to have a good chance of winning something. There's about 14, 15 of you. If the viewer numbers are accurate, I don't know how accurate they are. But if they are, y'all have about a 30% chance of winning a moment, which is pretty dope. What are the rules? Are we doing this? Can you win if you win one, can you win a second one? And
I can touch on that. So there's 5 questions, right?
Yeah.
We can do more if you have more, but just if it's 5, then we'll do 5 questions. Each person who guesses correctly, the first person who guesses correctly will win a moment, and they will also be entered in for the grand prize at the end of the trivia. So there'll be 5 separate winners. So if you win a moment from a trivia question, you can't win another one. So if someone guesses right on the first question, they're out, but they will also be eligible to win the Vucevic MGLE that we give away after.
Right.
Perfect.
So you're going to have, if you get a question right, you get a moment, and you got a 20% shot at the Vooch. Yeah, that's
Correct.
what you're doing. And we're going to be checking to see that they hold some form of Magic team set. Is that what we're doing?
We don't have to do that. I mean, they're here.
Right.
I didn't make that clear in the tweet, so yeah, we can just give it to whoever answers correctly. I have a few people that get these right.
Most of the names in here too.
Yeah.
Comments.
Somebody share this with the Raptors fans quick. We'll get a lot of viewers.
Yes. No, please, not the Raptors fans. We know how they feel about Franz Wagner.
Yeah. All right. So, as Stephen mentioned, my page, Magic Player History. If you guys aren't following, appreciate the love. All summer long,
it really is.
All summer long, we're running polls, trying to rank the top 10 players by position in Orlando Magic history. So we're finishing up the small forward round 1 today, and we'll be starting off the center bracket pretty soon. So, all right. So we're going first correct answer in the chat. So the question 1 here is, who was the first player in Orlando Magic franchise history to score 50 points in one game? That's question 1. So throw your answer in the chat.
I got this wrong.
Who it is?
I got this wrong. We did a little round before before we went live. And yeah, I got this wrong, which was surprising because the one that I thought I was going to get wrong was there. So,
yeah, it's a little bit of a tricky question.
It is a little bit.
So there is a story to it. So
no one's gotten it yet, I don't think.
No, yeah.
Steve Francis.
Steve Francis. Not quite.
Did he ever have?
Okay, I'm going to give you guys a hint. I don't know if it's a good hint or not. It might help you Google it, but he was the first player in NBA history to score 50 points coming off the bench. So that might help you find the name if you've got access to Google. So
I think someone got
it. We got it. Alex has got it.
Alex, Nick Anderson.
Okay.
That's Alex.
So this game was actually the famous game where Shaq ripped the backboard down against the New Jersey Nets. All right.
Wow.
So, and Nick Anderson was not supposed to play that night. He had a hamstring injury and he sat out the first quarter. Shaq comes in, rips down the backboard. There's like a 25-minute delay while they repair the hoop. And Nick Anderson is meanwhile out the back loosening up his hamstring. And he checks in at the start of the second quarter and he drops 50 points. So didn't play the first quarter. 50 points coming in off the bench. First NBA player to do it. Only 2 NBA players have ever done it. Jamal Crawford did it in 2019. So, so that's a good one for you guys. Shout out to Nick Anderson. I was always a big on that we should have retired number 25. So, shout out to Alex there. So do we know what moment he won, Andrew? Or
Yes. So Alex won a Markelle Fultz Series 1 bubble moment, that 3/4 court buzzer beater.
Yeah.
That's probably
a great moment.
My favorite moments on the platform, to be honest.
So didn't you recreate that one, Andrew, back in the day on the backyard hoop?
Yeah, I did that last year.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Alex, make sure you DM one of us via Discord or on Twitter, and we'll make sure to get you your moment. DM us your handle, your TopShot handle, or just put it in the comments here, and we'll make sure we get it to you.
Yeah, I'll take notes of who wins what that way.
Congrats. Congratulations. That's dope. And there's a lot of good guesses there. For all of you wondering, I guess Shaq got it wrong.
Yeah.
So
curveball right off the bat, hey? All right. So we'll go question 2.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Okay, so we've talked already about the possibility that Orlando could maybe trade down and still get the guy they wanted. And this happened in 1993 when Orlando had the first pick in the draft. You guys, hopefully, Magic fans will remember, we traded with Golden State down to number 3 and drafted Anthony Hardaway. Golden State traded to Orlando the number 3 pick and 3 future first-round draft picks. So what I'm looking for in the chat, from those 3 first-round draft picks, name one player that Orlando drafted with any of those 3 picks that they got from Golden State in that trade.
That's a good one. You mix
Some
that up.
Some people might know it. Some people might know it off the top of their head. Some people might have to Google it. So we got 3 draft picks from Golden State. You just have to name one player that we drafted with those 3 picks.
I don't know this one. I'll be straight up.
So it wasn't Chris Webber, because we drafted Chris Webber number 1, and then we traded Chris Webber to Golden State for Penny and 3 firsts. And then with those 3 firsts, the 3 first round that we came back, I think they were 1996, 1998, and 2000, I think, thereabouts, came back from Golden State.
Got some comments flowing in. Any of those accurate, Jay?
No, we haven't hit it yet. So a few people guessing Weber and Penny. So that's not what we're looking for. Obviously, that was who we took in the 93 draft. So we had 3 first-round draft picks come back from Golden State. I'm looking for
Jack Givens. I don't understand that one. Am I missing something there?
All right, we're getting some.
Couple
Shout
more.
out co-captain. That's our new co-captain there. Something ball.
All right, I'm going to give you guys a hint. He actually won Rookie of the Year with Orlando.
We're number 50.
We're getting close. I feel like someone's going to get it real soon.
Definitely wasn't.
That's a pretty good hint right there.
I can give one more hint if we really want to.
We got it. Rob's got it.
We got it. Rob's got it. Mike Miller.
Okay, I'm going to give a shout out to Darcy, and I'll explain why. Because we got those three draft picks from Golden State, and we actually traded 2 of them to Washington with Scott Skiles. We had to dump Scott Skiles' contract to get under the salary cap to sign Horace Grant in free agency in that year. Okay, so we were over the salary cap after we signed Shaq to his deal, Penny to his deal. We're way over the salary cap. So in order to sign Horace Grant, we had to trade. We had to dump Scott Skiles' salary. In order to do that, we had to attach 2 of those draft picks that we got to Washington. Okay, so we only had 1 left, and we took Mike Miller with that one, and he won Rookie of the Year. Okay, so and with the 2 draft picks that we traded away to Washington, one of them ended up being Vince Carter. So Darcy was correct that Vince Carter was one of those picks, but Orlando didn't actually draft Vince, obviously. So the correct answer, the way that I framed the question, was Mike Miller. So Rob gets that one. So yeah, it's just very interesting how we got 3 draft picks from Golden State, but we only ended up using one of them. But I mean, you could argue that the trade eventually ended up being, we traded away Chris Webber and we got back Anthony Hardaway, Mike Miller, and Horace Grant in a way for Chris Webber. So you'd have to say it's a pretty good trade.
Nice, courtside. I just want to add a little Mike Miller history too. Mike Miller is also RJ Hampton's agent and Paolo Banchero's agent, future Magic All-Star. So he's still around. Little connection there. So
what did Rob win there, Andrew?
He won a Terrence Ross debut from Series 1. Common.
Hey.
Dude, Series 1's getting thrown out right now. That's cool.
Shouts to T. Ross.
I love it.
All right. I'm going to make this question a bit simpler for courtside since he's been on the Magic Leaf here. So I'm going to make this one a bit easier, all right? So question 3. Who started at point guard for the Orlando Magic during the 2009 NBA Finals?
This should be pretty
all right.
quick.
Answers in the chat.
Let's go. I'm going to be surprised with some of these answers. I want to see something.
There's one. Well,
all right. Are we going to give it to Justin there or not?
I think he's on the right track. He probably had a autocorrect on him there.
Yeah.
He might have. I feel like this.
He knows who that is. He knows.
I
who
think he knows who
50%
that is.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good
And
enough.
here we go with. Can we see all the Jameer Nelson answers in the chat? So this
Love it,
is
Jameer.
one of the bits of trivia that really
JJ Redick.
frustrates me as a Magic fan, because whenever anything is posted about the 2009 finals run, everybody says, "Oh man, we would have won if Jameer hadn't started over Rafael Alston in the finals." Well, newsflash, he didn't. Okay, Rafael Alston started every game in the finals, and Jameer Nelson actually came off the bench and he took Anthony Johnson's backup minutes. Okay, so really, it's one that fans sort of have forgotten about. Everyone thinks, oh, Jameer came back, started those games, and cost us the finals against the Lakers. Well, no, Van Gundy still started Skip every game in the finals, and Jameer came off the bench. So I threw that one in there to hopefully educate the chat, because we got a lot of people guessing Jameer Nelson. So, all right, Justin's driving.
Justin's driving.
Well.
That explains Tater Alston.
He's done pretty well to hit the tee.
Please don't text and drive, please.
Do you guys know who Justin is, or do we need him to send us his Top Shot handle?
I don't know who he is. No,
Justin,
but
go
nice
ahead and
work,
send us
Justin.
your Top
Please
Shot
drive
handle.
safe.
And Andrew, and yeah, Justin, if you want, you can send it to us like when you're not driving. Andrew, what did Justin win on this one?
He won the Vucevic bubble jumper common from series.
Cool. Nice. Another series one. I love it.
Yeah, so these next two questions, just a little heads up, they're going to be from the early adopters set and the Got Game set. So some pretty heavy moments coming here. So get the Google engines running here, because you're going to need it, I'm sure.
We got Justin's Top Shot right here. JRO24.
I hope he's pulled the car over, because he's typing pretty well with no typos now.
Stop texting and driving, Justin.
Yeah. He's parked now, right?
Safe, bro. We want you safe.
All right. We got question 4 here.
This is a cool giveaway. Let's go.
Question 4. So answers in the chat. Which player holds the Orlando Magic franchise record for the most triple doubles in Magic franchise history? So who is it, guys?
I can't believe I got this
who's
right.
the Orlando player?
Nobody's going to know this.
Who has racked up the most triple doubles in Orlando Magic franchise history?
Do you know the
Give out
number?
some hints if nobody gets it in a little
really
while. So.
That was a lot faster than I expected.
Oh, we got it already, did we?
Yeah, I believe so.
Who was first?
Oh, yeah. Alex got
Bird Up was.
Oh, wait,
Bird
Up. Sorry. Comments are loading a little slower for me.
Yeah, so we got 4 people got that one right.
Wow.
All right, so
yeah.
I threw that one in there because he's Andrew's favorite player. So, Andrew, what's your favorite Elfrid Payton memory?
I've repressed most of them, but like we were discussing before, I met him once at Publix, so that will be my favorite memory. Nothing of him playing basketball, but meeting him in person. He's a really nice guy.
Not a fan of the hairdo.
How many triple doubles did he have?
8. 8 is it's a pretty low bar to clear. So Franz, get up there.
He will very soon.
Yeah.
So congrats to Bird Up. You've won a Markelle Fultz early adopter Top Shot debut moment. It's a good one.
Bird Up.
That's
make sure you throw your Top Shot handle in the chat if Bird Up is not your actual one, or if it is, even just confirm.
I think it is. He's pretty big in the space, but if not, then
I don't know. He can't be that big. I mean, I'm sure he's probably pretty big. I just don't know. Just let's confirm. I want to make sure we're sending people the right comments or the right moments.
So the answer to Rob's question is he couldn't see.
You watched him get drafted. Nice. He couldn't see. Guys, I will always stand up for Elfrid Payton, because we had zero development culture back then. And so I feel like he could have been better, but we just didn't have the culture to support what he needed. Maybe he wouldn't have been better. Who knows? But that's my thing. All right, Jay, let's jump into this last giveaway.
Okay. 5th and final question. First person to correctly answer in the chat gets this one. So, who is the youngest player in Orlando Magic history to ever score 30 or more points in a game? Answers in the chat.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, I can see some answers coming in.
Rolling in slow.
Wendell Carter.
Wendell Carter, unfortunately, WCJ, not the correct answer.
He's a little older.
Fortunately, RJ, not the correct answer. So
I would have guessed Dwight Howard to James there. That's what I would have guessed.
Not Aaron Gordon.
Okay, we've got it there.
There it is. We got it. We got
LJK. I'm assuming you don't mean Mo Wagner, okay? I'm assuming
we all know it's not the movie star Mo Wagner.
Okay. So, Mo Wagner, 38 points against the Bucks last season. He was 20 years and 123 days at that time. Shaquille O'Neal actually held the record before then. 20 years and 249 days was his first 30-plus game. So, I don't even know if anyone guessed Shaq. Oh, yep, Vangelis there guessed Shaq, but after Franz. So, Franz, the correct answer on that one. Tell him what he's won, boys.
He has won a Got Game Obama moment.
That's sweet.
Oh,
Nice.
JK.
Shout out to Drenga for playing along here.
Not Haas from Haas.
Needs to study up on his Magic Trivia, but thanks for joining the stream, Drenga.
Yes,
we appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, this has been great. This has been really fun so far. Make sure you send us your TopShot handle if it is not your screen name.
So we drawing the draw for the Vooch on here, Andrew. Are we going to crank up the randomizer, or what are we doing with that?
Yeah, we can do that. I just want to make sure I get everyone's TopShot IDs first. So let's see.
Congrats, winners. Yep.
You've been keeping track of it all, because I haven't.
Hey, and everyone, if you haven't done this, while we're kind of doing some back end work here for a second, if you all could go ahead and subscribe to this channel and make sure that you're tuned in. I imagine that we've gotten some pretty good feedback from this so far that we might try and do something like this more often. And if you like it, continue to let us know. If you want us to do more of it, I'm sure this is something I'm always happy to host. And, if Andrew and the rest of the crew are wanting to do more of this stuff, I'm sure we can. So just
I'm always down for
go ahead and hit that sub button.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to rip packs, you just DM me. We'll make it happen. This isn't like an official show where where I schedule out pack rippings. I'm not trying to be team hold or any of that. It's just if we're in a group and you guys want to rip packs together, we'll do it, and we'll go live and people will watch it if they want. If not, they can watch the replay and we'll pull some jersey numbers, or we won't. We'll pull some jersey numbers. We haven't pulled any low serials on it yet. So
I have yet to pull a jersey serial, believe it or not.
You just need the Penny Hardaway debut so you can pull the jersey serial number 1. See,
the lowest I ever got was I pulled a 2-digit SGA metallic silver moment from a Challenger award. That was pretty dope. That's the first and only 2-digit. It was like number 41 or something like that. Ended up selling it for a decent little profit, but yeah. Jay, what's the lowest number serial you've pulled?
I think the lowest number I've actually pulled is a number 12. I've pulled maybe a half a dozen 2 digits. I think I pulled a number 12 Angel McCoughtry WNBA runner back.
Very cool.
I have gone shopping for. I've got a number 3 Tuma jersey serial and a number 1 Wendell throwdowns.
Nice.
But that was a good scoop right there. I wish I would have.
Yeah, look, we haven't even talked about the crafting, but I was keen to see Wendell's mint count go down by 101 as everyone's sleeping on him and crafted him into the Ja Morant. So hopefully that helps the value of my number 1 serial Wendell throwdowns. So, but yeah, I haven't pulled anything lower than a number 12.
Well, Wendell is Flash Challenge Prime, so
yeah,
we get
everybody's sleeping on him.
Hitting early in the season before they mint any rares, then those throwdowns and even his MGLE will skyrocket. So.
If you listen to our episode with Jackson Frank, we just released an episode this morning, but the one from last week. It's all about Wendell Carter and friends. So if you like that, go back to last week's episode of the Close Up Magic and give that a listen. Jackson Frank from Basketball News thinks Wendell Carter's about to hit stardom for the league next year. So check it out.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask people in the community who the best player on the team is right now, a good majority of them will say Wendell Carter. So
very much so. Very much so.
I think he definitely impacted winning most last season, which is why we sat him the hell down, because we didn't want to win. But yeah, look, that was a really good listen on the Close Up Magic, guys. So I can definitely recommend that. Follow that feed on your podcast and chuck it on whenever you're driving, rather than typing while you're driving. Hey.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna address something in the chat real quick, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, let's go.
Supernova Do says, I'm still waiting for TopShot to throw a bone to those who stacked 40Ks. So
hey.
I'm sure most of you, yeah, Jay for one. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen some of the other communities have already done like buyback programs. So like you send those community members or the team captains moments, they burn them, and then they give away a rare or something to those who do that. I am 100% open to doing that. I just wanted to wait a little bit to see what the team rare, what's that set called?
Team goals.
Squad goals.
Squad goals, that's right.
So yeah, we have that coming up relatively soon. So I want to make sure that people aren't sending in the moments required for that before we do any kind of buyback program. So if you guys out there have a lot of 40K, 60K magic moments that you're just holding on to, waiting to burn or whatever, keep them. If for some reason they're not really used in crafting challenges or burning challenges during the summer, then we will most definitely do a buyback program for those, and you guys will get rewarded for that.
Sounds good. Yeah, that'd be the worst thing, because that's what, we see it all the time. People send their stuff to the locker room, and the next minute it pops up in a flash challenge.
Yeah,
so
that was one of my favorite things to look at during those flash challenges, because on the I use Own the Moment for all of my moment tracking for the most part. And when you went to the challenge page and clicked on the moments that are pumping, it would be those 60Ks, the 40Ks that are, there's like thousands of them that are in the locker room, and they've all gone 3x or even 4x in some scenarios. So yeah,
I never sent anything to the locker room unless I had a duplicate. That was just the way that I rolled. I just played it safe.
Yeah,
I did a couple locker room packs just for fun. Actually, the very first stream I ever did here was like 3 locker room packs, and it was all garbage. But hey. Yeah. Every now and then you see like a Franz rookie debut in there, and you're hoping you're the one that pulls it out. So
Rob's question there, I don't know, while Andrew's figuring out this spin, does the captain have the ability? So I think anyone can actually burn a moment if you take it off your TopShot into the block toe wallet. You've done it, Andrew? And then you can burn it through Ashes on Flow.
Yes, so there's a website called Ashes on Flow, and I believe it utilizes the block toe wallet. So if you transact your moment off to an actual Flow wallet, you can use that site to burn it. So I would take whatever you guys send, if and whenever we do this, I'll take moments that you guys send me, and then I will burn them, and we'll set like a threshold or something. Like you send 10 60Ks or something, and you get back a S1 common or a rare, whatever the case may be. But yeah, so anyone can burn, like Jay said.
Yeah, there's just no incentive to doing so unless, you just want to lower the mint count of a moment that you hold 250 of, like Chumarakiki or something. So
yeah, you wouldn't do that though.
The one thing that I'm encouraged is
holding my tumors.
They wanted to. I forget who said it. Maybe it was Jacob or whatever, but he was saying they're planning to go pretty heavy with some burning challenges coming up. So
yeah, they said that the last challenge is
encouraging, and to me, I feel like that's TopShot going to try and correct the ship a little bit and kind of do right to those that stacked with now no reward for it. So I'm hoping that the TopShot is going to correct some of this without us needing to. Now, granted, if we do, that's great too, but it'd be ideal if they do enough challenges that work towards that for at least a portion of some of the stackers out there. So
yeah, Jacob said on the spaces that I believe he said most, but not all, flash challenges moving forward would have crafting in them. Obviously, there's probably only one flash challenge left in the NBA season, but so whether that means the the flash challenges in the next little row will all be for WNBA stuff. Maybe that's how they plan to test it through the WNBA and then sort of unroll it, next season for NBA on a larger scale. But obviously through the off season, they've talked about the squad goals stuff. Hopefully that burns a good chunk of stuff, reduces supply, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play it. But fingers crossed that it does what we need it to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, we're going to be wrapping up this stream here fairly soon. Andrew, are we doing that last giveaway?
Yeah, let me go ahead and run the randomizer here. So I basically just took the 5
Do you
winners.
Want to share your screen?
I don't need to. I'm just going to run it real quick on a RNG thing that I use.
Yeah, no worries.
It's super quick. So basically, the order that you answered correctly will be your number. So I'll do 1 through 5. Click generate here. Number 3, which is JRO24.
So that was the he answered Tafer Alston, right?
Oh, that was our driver.
Yeah, momenting and driving. Don't do that.
So was it Jason?
Justin, I think. Yeah, Justin. Dope. And what did he win?
He won a Series 1 Vooch MGLE. So that's a pretty good moment to win there.
Pretty nice, Justin.
Yeah, so he actually won 2 moments. He won the Vooch Bubble Jumper, and then he won the Vooch MGLE. So
nice.
Okay, so assuming he didn't ride his car off, that was definitely worth tuning in, hey?
Yeah, I was actually at that game for the Vooch. That's a dunk on Rudy Gobert there. A really nice one, actually.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, Andrew, I'm sure you'll get these moments out to the winners fairly soon. Listeners, everyone that tuned in, I really appreciate it. We've had a pretty full show for 42 minutes, and it's been a lot of fun connecting with Andrew, learning a little bit more about what's coming up with Packs and Pinstripes, getting Jay on here, doing some Magic history, which is super fun, and also just connecting with you guys through the chat and having you interact with us. This has been a blast. It sounds like we'll probably do this again at some point in the future, which will be exciting. So with all that being said, I'm just going to say my last thoughts, and then I'll let you guys say any last thoughts that you have is I'm excited where we're at, but Andrew and Pud 2, I'm excited where it's going to go. I know this month and the first couple of months might be trial and error, see what works, see what doesn't, what people are into. But like, imagine where we're at with all the information we're going to gather in a year from now, with just the different types of community involvement and whether it's giveaways or events or just all that. I'm excited for the learning process and watching this journey of this group. And I have nothing but faith with you and Pud 2 to take us there and go through this journey. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks for allowing me to host this. This was a lot of fun. And, guys, stay tuned to the Discord. It's obviously popping. There's giveaways that Andrew is doing. How long are we doing a day? How long is it?
So for this month, we're going to do it every day until the end of June. So for everyone else listening right now, we actually had a meeting earlier today with all the captains, and they basically told us that we're going to get some sort of metric on how the communities are all growing in the first part of July. So that'll be a really good indicator on, how well we're doing things and where we'll adjust as needed. But yeah, with the way the market is and how cheap Magic moments are, really, we can keep giving them away as long as we can. So
that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to the Discord. Follow Packs and Pinstripes on Twitter. Follow Orlando Magic Player History on Twitter and Instagram. If you really want to, go ahead and tune into the Close Up Magic podcast for Magic content that way. It's not always TopShot related, though. This latest episode, my co-host is not a TopShotter, and we were talking about Magic memorabilia. I'm not that big of a collector, but I did talk about my collection of TopShot, which was pretty dope. So tune in there. And again, if there's unless Andrew or Jay have anything else to say, I think we can wrap it here.
Good. Just wanted to thank everybody for the positive comments in the chat. No, it's been awesome.
Yeah, thanks to everyone showing up. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for hosting too, guys. This was great.
This is a lot of fun. All right, all. Have a great week. See you in the Discord channel. Peace.